numerous supporters of North Carolina FFA. Through their support, they teach us lessons. There are our teachers who teach more than just what is in a textbook, and our parents who always support us, and sponsors who make the things that we do possible.
It is always a pleasure to receive honorary members into the FFA. The purpose of this ceremony is to recognize from time to time the efforts of others made on our behalf. Mr. Secretary, please read the section of the National Constitution which is provided for honorary membership.
Honorary membership. Farmers, school superintendents, principals, members of boards of education, business people, and others who are helping to promote agricultural education in the FFA and who have rendered outstanding service may be elected to honorary membership by a majority vote of any members at any regular convention or meeting.
I welcome you as friends of the FFA. It is my privilege as Sentinel to extend to each of you the symbolic handclasp of friendship and brotherhood.
As a reporter, I am pleased to inform you that the FFA is a national youth organization whose purpose is to develop agricultural leaders. Welcome to membership.
Your contribution as a useful citizen in our democracy serves as an example for our membership to follow. As treasurer, I welcome you to our organization.
The FFA needs counsel and guidance from recognized leaders. It is my honor as secretary to add your names to our roll of honorary members.
As Vice President, I welcome you to the FFA. I would inform that our members learn to appreciate the dignity of labor. Without labor, neither knowledge nor wisdom can accomplish much.
On behalf of every member, I wish to say we are proud to have you as honorary members. May this affiliation prove valuable to all. I impress upon you that we look to you for counsel and guidance. It is because of the great respect that we have for you that you have been elected to honorary membership. May we always cooperate for the benefit of all. I now confer upon you honorary membership in the North Carolina FFA State Association and present you with this token of membership. Mr. Vice President, will you introduce those who are to receive this honor?
Mr. President, members, and guests, I am pleased to introduce the following honorary degree recipients. Shelley Armour. Ms. Shelley Armour has put in countless hours to ensure that her students have the best education possible. Her love and support of the agriculture industry shows in all that she does for the Northeast region and the North Carolina FFA Association as a whole. She is a devoted agriculture educator at D.H. Conley High School and leader for the state of North Carolina. Ms. Armour, thank you for your time and devotion to our association. John Arthur. Mr. Arthur has been instrumental in getting the John Deere FFA Alumni Chapter in Cary started. As a former FFA member in Georgia, he knows the value of FFA and has served as a huge proponent for North Carolina FFA and the John Deere Company. From serving as a CDE judge to spearheading the Gator Wars and helping out everywhere in between, he has gone above and beyond to support North Carolina FFA. And of course, we can't forget to mention that his support goes beyond just his own time. He has encouraged both of his daughters to become active FFA members. Thank you, Mr. Arthur. Jeff Ball. When Mr. Ball is making a decision as North Buncombe FFA Alumni Vice President, he has only one question. Does this help the students? As an essential member of the Alumni Chapter, he has been the driving force behind the many activities that have supported their FFA members. From serving as a chaperone to being the go-to person for the chapter's events at the Mountain State Fair, Mr. Ball's support of the North Buncombe FFA Chapter goes far beyond just the monthly FFA alumni meeting. Thank you, Mr. Ball. Matthew Barnhill. While at college, Mr. Barnhill worked as an intern for the North Carolina FFA Association. During his tenure as an agricultural teacher and FFA advisor, supervisor at Corinth Holders High School, Mr. Barnhill has served as a coordinator for the state officer selection process and served on the state FFA board of directors. Gary Blackwell. As the agriculture teacher at North Henderson High School, Mr. Blackwell has built a strong and well-rounded program that has become an integral part of the Edneyville community. He has excelled at training competitive hunter safety teams year after year and has served as the career and development education coordinator for the leadership events at the West Region Rally for over a decade. Betsy Flanagan. Ms. Betsy Flanagan serves on the Board of Education for Pitt County. Her leadership on the Pitt County Board of Education has fueled an increase in numbers of agriculture programs and agricultural teachers in Pitt County. Thank you, Ms. Flanagan. Jillian Ford. After only teaching for 6 years at Richlands High School, Jillian Ford has made a tremendous impact on her professional organization, school, community, and most importantly, her students. She has been an active FFA Board of Directors teacher representative for the Southeast over the last 3 years. Ms. Ford has also been very involved in the NCATA's nominating committee and will serve as the Southeast Region NCATA Vice President in July. Ms. Ford also serves as a National FFA Teacher Ambassador. Thank you, Ms. Ford. Dr. Heather Glennon. Dr. Heather Glennon is an animal science professor at the University of Mount Olive. She has helped coordinate and judges various regional, state, and national career development events. Her dedication to the animal science industry has helped strengthen students' knowledge of agriculture across the state. Dr. Glennon's passion for animals, especially goats, has made her a valuable asset to not only the University of Mount Olive, but also to the North Carolina FFA Association. Dr. Glennon, thank you for your unwavering support of our organization. Brad Hensley. During his career, Brad Hensley has served as the FFA Camp Director, Camp Steering Committee, the FFA Board of Directors, Regional Advisor, and hosted the State Land Judging event. Thank you, Mr. Hensley. Robert Edward Jolly. As the principal of West Craven High School, Mr. Jolly supported the FFA chapter by securing new facilities, funding, and ensuring students were able to get hands-on experience. He was instrumental in expanding the program to a 3-teacher department. Since his retirement, he has given of his time to the Midway FFA program, helping with their land lab. Thank you, Mr. Jolly. Brian Stephen King. Mr. Brian Stephen King was a senior when his high school chartered its FFA chapter, but this didn't hinder his love of the organization. Since graduation, he has spent countless hours helping on the local, state, and national level with everything from proficiency award judging to CDE judging to serving on convention staff. Mr. King has been a crucial part of the state convention team for the past 3 years. Thank you, Mr. King, for your countless hours of support for North Carolina FFA. Lisa Lawson. A devoted FFA advisor, she provides her time, experience, and passion to the High Rock FFA chapter. While starting one of the first homeschool chapters in our state, she remained dedicated to introducing members to opportunities. Ms. Laughlin, thank you for encouraging members to be their best self. Don Marr. As the principal at D.H. Conley, Mr. Marr has made a big impact by being a supporter of the D.H. Conley FFA chapter. From helping to fund chapter activities to making sure that paperwork was turned in on time, Mr. Marr has made the success that D.H. Conley FFA has seen in recent years possible. Thank you, Mr. Marr, for your support of North Carolina FFA. Jerry Moody. Though a Florida transplant, Mr. Moody has fully embraced the North Carolina lifestyle through being an avid North Carolina agriculture and FFA supporter. As a Cooperative Extension County Director, Mr. Moody has led multiple programs to increase the agricultural knowledge of the local community, partnering with Avery FFA to execute these programs. He has also worked to expand scholarship offerings for the Avery County FFA chapter. Thank you, Mr. Moody. Elizabeth Pack. Through the establishment of an agricultural program at the North Carolina Zoo in Asheboro, Ms. Pack has been key in development of one of the state's most unique agriculture programs. As part of her program, students are able to experience real-world situations and learn by working side by side with zoo personnel. Furthermore, she has also graciously hosted and helped coordinate the West Central Forestry CDE at her school for the past several years. Candace Parker. Ms. Parker strives to bring her work experience into the classroom on a daily basis. This desire led to her creation of the South Johnston Pet Salon, where students learn the ins and outs of the veterinarian assisting course, all while getting hands-on experience with teachers' dogs. Her ability to offer students hands-on experience has grown the South Johnston Animal Science program. Ms. Parker has also been instrumental in helping fellow teachers find opportunities for professional development. Thank you, Ms. Parker, for everything you do for our FFA members. Amy Robinette. Ms. Robinette is a strong believer in the value of FFA. She has gone out of her way to support North Carolina FFA, from serving as a CDE judge, chaperoning chapter trips, and serving on the NCFFA Alumni Council. Ms. Robinette encouraged her two children, Kaden and Michaela, to be active FFA members and took an active part in assisting them in being successful. Ms. Robinette, thank you for everything you do for North Carolina FFA. Patrick Robinette. Mr. Robinette has been an adamant supporter of North Carolina FFA for many years. From giving generously with his time to giving with his finances, he has supported FFA on a local, state, and national level. Mr. Robinette owns and operates his own meat processing facility where he has hosted workshops for teachers and students so that they could learn about meat evaluation. Of course, we cannot forget the fact that anytime you see Patrick coming, you know that a good laugh is along the way. Thank you, Mr. Robinette. Denny Barnett. Ms. Denny Barnett is among none other when it comes to her support of North Carolina FFA. From traveling with state officers, providing leadership for the North Carolina FFA Foundation, and pitching in to help in any way needed, she is a real team player. A former member of the Orange FFA chapter, Ms. Denny knows just how important it is to support FFA across the state and works tirelessly to make sure that opportunities are being expanded for all members. She can also be accredited with serving as the main voice of North Carolina FFA across social media. Thank you, Ms. Denny. Ralph Weddington. Mr. Weddington joined the FFA at Landis High School, where he served as a chapter officer. In 1949, he ran for state FFA office and was elected to be state president. This year marks 70 years since he served as a state FFA officer. He fondly remembers presiding over state convention in Reynolds Coliseum. Ralph and his wife, Mary Ellen, live in Charlotte. Mr. Weddington is a veteran of the U.S. Army. Congratulations to Mr. Weddington, and thank you for your continued support of North Carolina FFA. Congratulations to all of our honorary state degree recipients. We appreciate your hard work, dedication, and support for FFA in North Carolina.